Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this exquisite section. My world. Welcome, TikTok. Welcome, Facebook. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome to this exquisite session. Well, today we're continuing our communication series. All right? Are you ready? Let's jump right in. So, today we'll be talking about communication. Use your words either hurt or heal. Use your words to heal, not hurt. Use your words to heal, not hurt. Now, before I begin, I would like you to look at your family. Take your mind to your family, your background. How do your parents speak? How do your siblings speak? Now, think. Or probably you lived with your guardian. How do they speak? Those people you lived with whilst you were younger, how do they communicate? How? Think for a moment. Do you think they have good communication skills? Do they communicate in a way that is aggressive or very quiet, passive, or they're assertive? When I mean assertive, they're telling you something that they mean, but they're not shouting and they're not being passive about it. They don't care. No, they don't just talk about it. Which one are you? I'd like you to write it in the comment section whenever you see this live or these posts. How do they communicate? That is you. It is mirroring you. However, your family members communicate is the same way you communicate. Don't say, no, you're different. I can only accept you're different if you have trained yourself intentionally, like you had a training, 3 months course, 5 months course, 6 months course, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, then I'll believe you're different. Otherwise, don't tell me you are different. So look at your family background. Look at the way they communicate. That's exactly how you communicate. There is no two way. I, for one, had to look at my family and say, how do we communicate here? Ooh. And I noticed and said, oh, this is how we communicate. I think these and these and these and these are not right. I have to fix it for myself. So don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Because only when you tell yourself the truth, which is sometimes very painful, you'll be able to change. Now, your communication is rather hindering you or taking you to where you're supposed to be. The problem you are facing right now is communication. I said it. You can take my word for it. The problem you are facing right now is how you communicate. Your challenge you are having right now is the way that you communicate. Are you very aggressive? Are you passive? You don't care. You don't talk about it. You don't even care. It doesn't bother you. Or are you assertive with your communication? How do you communicate? Your communication level, the way you communicate, is the problem you are facing currently, or is what is taking you to where you are now. Like I always say, the Bible said that a man who is perfect in his words is a perfect man. So your perfection is not your beauty. Your perfection is not your shape. Like a lot of people are doing BBL now to enhance their body. Look at me. I did makeup before coming here. They are good. They are things that people can do to enhance themselves. But the truth is, that is not the real deal. They are chasing shadows. I can put on makeup. I can put on the best of earrings, the best of jewelry, and my communication is not seasoned. It doesn't make any sense. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still the very person. A lot of people don't even have good body structure. There is no one that is not looking good, but some persons, the world has a way they tempt people to say, oh, this one has hourglass, this one looks beautiful. The world has it, and that's the truth. That's the reality. However, if you meet someone who is perfect in words without having the body built, tell yourself the truth. Wouldn't you want to be close to that person? Of course, definitely. You want to bring that person into your inner circle, into your chamber, because you know that this person knows how to communicate. So the problem we are having today is not about the physique. Physique is good. Oh, they will attract you. But what will keep you is your communication, your character. And your character is found in the way you communicate, because the Bible says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. I'm not here to preach sermon, but I'm here to tell you that you need to work on your communication. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thank you. You need to work on your communication. It is what is going to take you to your next level. The level you are praying to God for, the level you are aspiring. If you have a bad communication skills, you will come back to where you are. A lot of people married their first husband, married their first wife, married their third wife, thinking that the problem is coming from the wife that they married, only to divorce the second and the third time. Your communication is so paramount, so important. In fact, amongst other things, what you should be building is your communication skill. Are you only eating pizza? You're eating shawarma. You're eating chips, chicken, and you're not building your communication? You are in a big trouble. In fact, you should have a monthly saving you have to build your communication skill. Now, when I say communication skill, I don't just mean your pronunciation. I don't just mean your articulation. I don't just mean the way you speak. All those are important, but I'm talking about the words that comes out from your mouth. Does your words heal? Do your words hurt? Do you want to know how you sound? Look at your parents. Do you want to know the easiest way? Don't go too far. Just look at your parents. How do they sound? Look at your brothers, your sisters, those you lived with. That's how you know how you sound. By the time you have looked at them, then you know exactly how you sound. You're not going to be different from when you are trained. No. It's just like an apprentice who goes to learn fashion, learning under a cut and nail fashion designer. The apprentice is not going to come any way better. They're not going to become better than what they learned. There is no way on earth the apprentice is going to learn better from her source. So you want to know how you communicate? Look at your father. Look at your mother. Look at your sisters, your brothers, how they talk, how they use words. That's exactly. You are not far from there. They are your parents. You learned from them. You were like an apprentice when you were being raised. And now they've released you as an adult. It could be that you're still there. You are communicating exactly like them. So the best way to come out of it is to begin to learn a new skill. A lot of people, their words hurts. Their words are like sword. Their words are like sword. They pierce into the heart of men, into the heart of women. So how do you communicate? Do you communicate just to be heard, or you communicate to bring value? Do you communicate intentionally, or you just want to be heard? You just want to show aggression. You just want to show that you are mad. How is your communication like? So you need to look at your background to find out who you are, to find out how you communicate. Because your communication is rather costing you or making ways for you. That's the truth. There is no two way. You might not know. Do you know sometimes when people talk to me, there is an after effect. You don't just talk. After talking, have you experienced it? After someone have communicated with you, there is an after effect. And you begin to say, what this person said cuts deeply. You begin to think how you're going to avoid the person the next time. How you speak matters. Are your words seasoned, or you just talk anyhow? And you say, oh, this is how we roll, this is how we talk. No. You are speaking words that will come back to hurt you. Imagine being told all the time that you are good for nothing, you are good for nothing, you're good for nothing. They're going to come back to you to hurt you. By the time you want to do something, those words will come back to say you were good for nothing. However, it doesn't matter who spoke to you in that manner. What are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? How are you building your inner voice? Because the same inner voice you have, that's what you're going to be giving out to people. You're going to be dishing out the same thing to people. A lot of people are very aggressive when they are speaking because that is their inner voice. Do you have calmness in your inner voice? Or all you hear is shout, aggression? If this is who you are, the same way you're going to be communicating. The same way you're going to be communicating. You need to work on your words. You need to work on the way you communicate. Speak to heal and not to hurt. Speak to heal. Whenever you want to speak, let it be that you are speaking to heal and not to hurt. How do you speak to heal? What are the ways? Because if we're talking about, oh, you speaking to hurt, some persons might not know how they speak to hurt. They might not know how they hurt people. All they know is that they speak, they don't care, and someone is saying, oh, this thing you're saying, I don't like it. They don't care. They're not unbothered. No, you shouldn't be that person. You should be very intentional with your communication. You should be very intentional with your communication. So how do you speak to heal? Do you know that the word is already giving you a blow? The word is already harsh on everyone. The life is already hard. Why do you think that because that person is smiling, it means everything is well? The person doesn't have any challenge. You might be seeing people on social media and all you think is, oh, this person has a good life. There is no one without a challenge. There is absolutely no one without a challenge in this world. As long as you're in this world, you are facing a challenge one way or the other. That's the truth. So why do you want to hurt people more by speaking to them in ways that will hurt them? Why do you want to hurt people? Why do you think they have a better life than you and you want to hurt them with your words, with your communication? Why do you want to hurt them with your words? Your words is either limiting you. You would have had great relationship. You would have had access to people, to great people. But because your words are not seasoned, you have lost a relationship, great relationship that would have worked out. There is a way to enter into the city. There is a way to communicate. There is a way to enter into the city. See, your mouth is a gate. Your mouth can close gates and open it for you. Your mouth can close gates and open it for you. If you've been experiencing closed gate, closed doors, your mouth is closing it. If you've been experiencing closed doors, if you've been experiencing limitation, hardship, it could be because of your mouth. What are you saying? What are you saying to people? What words? It's even worse now on social media, people say ill things to people. You are not speaking to them, you are speaking to yourself. When you say ill things to people on socials, you think you're just talking to them. No, you're talking to yourself. Because out of the abundance of your heart, your mouth speaks. So if you're very mean to people, you're just reflecting yourself. Because I cannot imagine myself speaking ill to people on socials. Never. You can't catch me. If I want to say something, I will give a positive criticism. Oh, I love this about you, but I think if you do it this way, that way, it will be better. That is constructive criticism. But people who come out and just say mean things to people are people who see themselves the same way. You see yourself the same way, and that's why you are communicating to them the way you are. Because if you see yourself as important, as gracious, you cannot just come and write something under someone's comments that will hurt them because you are hurt. Because hurting people hurts others. Hurting people, H-U-R-T. Hurting people hurts others. So you could be speaking to someone in a very negative way, thinking you are hurting them, but you're closing yourself. You're closing your door. You're hurting yourself. You're speaking into your future. Be mindful of what you say. Be very, very cautious of what you say to people because they come back to you. Whatever you wish people, they come back to you. So when you are saying ill about people, they come. Don't be happy to say, oh, I just said some mean things about her. You are mean. It's you. You're going to be mean and people will end up being mean to you. You wonder why people don't help you. It's because you're always mean to people. You wonder why you don't have access. It's because you're always hurting people. Because whatever you plant, you reap. Whatever you sow, you reap. So if you've been reaping something bad, if you've been reaping people being mean to you, if you've been reaping people saying hurtful things to you, check your communication. Check how you talk about people. Tell yourself, how do you communicate about people? Do you say evil things about people? Do you wish them well? Do you say mean things about people? No, a lot of people just think that if I say mean things about people, I just said it. No, you didn't just said it. You talked about yourself. You wished yourself evil. You were planting a seed because our mouth is a gate, is a seed. Words are seed. The moment you say mean things about people to spoil them, you just sowed a seed against yourself because you have sowed something against someone. It's going to come back to you. Someone is going to say mean things about you. And guess what? When the fruit is coming, it multiplies. When the fruit is coming, it multiplies. So whilst you're saying mean things about people, hold up. Someone is planning to say mean things about you. And it's not going to be one person this time. There might be two. There might be three. They might come in their numbers. So your words, don't just see words as words. Something happens when you talk. Something happens when you speak. When you speak, something happens. So why do you think you can just say anything anyhow? A lot of people don't read. Oh, you're wondering, oh, what about that guy? He talks nonsense yet. No, give him some time. Give him 5 years. Give him 10 years. Give him 20 years. Give him 40 years. Because some trees come, you reap the fruit of some trees in 3 months. Like the corn tree, the corn plant. You reap the fruit of some trees in 5 months. You reap some in 1 year, some in 10 years. So don't think that, oh, that guy talks anyhow, yet his life is like this and like that. I have never seen someone who speaks pain, who speaks complaint, who speaks ill, in the long run becomes someone. Many of them have died. I have seen them with my 2 eyes. They always say things that are disdaining. They always say things about themselves that are not good. They complain about their health. They complain about their life. They complain all the time. They are gossiping about someone. They're saying mean things about someone. At the end of the day, they do not last. Things crumble in their hands. Things die. And some of them wanted pity party. They wanted people to say, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. And they were busy cursing themselves. They were busy cursing themselves just because they want people to feel for them. And yes, this person's told them sorry, but what did sorry do? Sorry didn't take away the pain. Sorry didn't take away the discomfort. Your life is in your hands. Your life is in your hands. There is no rescue coming from anywhere. No rescue. You are the one to validate yourself. You are the one to rescue yourself. There is nobody coming from anywhere to save you. So why don't you speak peace? Why don't you speak life to yourself? Communicate good things. Wish people good things. Say good things about people. You are sowing seeds in this manner. You are sowing seeds for your own self. See, when you come under people's comments to say you are an idiot, you just insulted yourself. That person doesn't know you anyway. You just sow the seed because your words are seed. Don't you get it? Don't you get? I mean, come on. Your words are seed. See, these words are seeds. When you come under someone's comment and you say you are a fool, I can't imagine myself telling someone you are a fool. How? Under your comments. Maybe something happened. Am I going gaga or something? You come under someone's comment to say you are a fool, you are an idiot. You just reflected who you are. Because I can't imagine Elon Musk coming coming to someone's comment to say, you are a fool. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine great men and women. Have you ever seen them under people's comment insulting people? So when you do that, it tells me of how less of yourself you are and how you see yourself. Because the me in me will not come under someone's comment to insult them. I'm rather insulting myself. I see people come under people's comment and they're throwing insult and they feel good about it. What they don't know, what they don't realize is that they are only telling people, this is who I am. I am an idiot. Because when you say someone is an idiot, you are rightly saying that you don't value yourself enough. Because the way I value myself, I cannot take it when someone insults me directly to my face. So I wouldn't do that to someone as well. I wouldn't do that to someone as well because I value myself enough. So your value shows in your comments. Your value shows in your communication. So are you using your words to heal or to hurt? The world is already messed up. It's already sad. What we're hearing, what we're saying, we're already sad. So why do you think that that person smiling has it all? My dear, no one has it all. No one. So whatever you want to see, start saying it. If you like something that you see in that particular person, wish it on yourself. Admire it. Because the best way and the easiest way to attract something you like is to appreciate it. Don't act as though I don't care. Don't act as if I don't care. When within you, you know you truly care. You truly want that very thing. Appreciate, oh, I love this. I love this. I love this about you. When you appreciate it, it comes easily to you. That's the best way to get something to come to you. Now, how do you speak to heal and not to hurt? We're going to the main subject of today. The main reason I'm here. How do you speak to heal and not to hurt? Number one, ethical speech. Ethical speech. There's a proper way to communicate. Obviously, some persons have never learned how to communicate. They've never been taught. Excuse me. They've never been taught how to communicate. They've never. And so they don't know how to go about it. Now, if you've never been taught how to cook, how would you cook? If you've never been taught something, how would you be able to do it? So the best way is for you to learn. Now, number one, for you to heal and not to hurt whilst you're communicating, you need to speak ethically. Ethical speech. What are ethical speech? They refer to truthful speech, respectful, responsible, and aligned. So whenever you want to speak, tell yourself, I'm going to say the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to exaggerate. Because after all, since you've been exaggerating, has anyone given you anything for it? Have they given you anything? Have you been given any award? Otherwise, instead, you put yourself in so much pressure all over the place. A lot of little things you are doing are limiting you and you don't even know. I remember the time I decided not to exaggerate. That's 10 years, 12 years ago. I told myself I would never exaggerate again. That was the time I found my husband. As little as that. Very small. It looks very small. A lot of things that are happening today, or a lot of things that are limiting us today, are things that look so minute, so small, but they are the things that are limiting you. You just lie. A lot of people, they just lie. They just lie. They just lie. And they think it's just a lie. But the result of it, because imagine for a moment, you are fetching water and the tap is just going up, like it's just coming in drops. Tap, tap. If you leave that water for a full day, your bucket is going to be filled. Little things that you're doing, just aggression, you are very aggressive. And you say, well, I just shouted today, it doesn't really matter. That is the cocoa. Like the bunch will say, that is the very one that is limiting you. The one that you're just shouting. And you say, oh, I don't really get angry. It's just today. That is the cocoa. That is the one that is limiting you. You need to understand it. Little things, little forces spoils the vine. So you should be ethical in your conversation, morally acceptable communication. You say things anyhow. You speak. The Bible says, let's go back to the Bible. It says that you will account for every word. Do you think, excuse me, accounting for every word is going to happen on the last day? I laugh in Swahili. Yeah, I do. So you think you will account for every word is going to happen when God comes? You're already accounting, my dear. You're ready. There are some things you want and you're struggling. You're already accounting. Because I cannot imagine having an aggressive person in my space. No. A number of great people do not want aggressive people in their space. A number of great people do not want people who are mean, who are rude, who talks anyhow in their space. Imagine that your words are seasoned. That doesn't mean you're not going to say something you don't like. You don't like something, then you are busting, you are shouting, you are tearing the world down, you are tearing the house down. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Oh, because you are angry, the whole world should burn. Who do you think you are? That's why you are where you are, because everyone is running away. They don't want to mingle with you. The ones that are there are people who doesn't even matter. I'm sorry to say. Because the people who matters, little things matters to them. So your prayer, whatever you were praying for, are in your character. Stop praying so long. Stop praying so long. If you've prayed 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, God is trying to tell you, you need knowledge. If you prayed for long and it seemed like you're not getting your answers, God is saying, go for knowledge. And that's why you are here today. That's why He brought you here, to work on your communication skill. Number 2, speak with intentions. Before you go out, have intentions. Now, this happens to me as well. Sometimes I have intention of speaking, saying good things. I have that intention and I meet people. In fact, that's the day that I'm going to meet people who are mean. But for the fact that you met people who are mean doesn't mean you should change your character. That's another one. A lot of people say she winked at me, that's why I behaved that way. Meaning anything can control you. Situations can control you. People's mood, people's emotions, people's attitude can control you. No, you can't be living like that. You can't be thrown off balance here and there. You can't live like that. You can't. People's mood, people's emotions should not control yours. You are a God over yourself. Imagine if we have to control God's emotion, just like I'm hearing of killings in Nigeria, and God says, oh, because they're killing in Nigeria, I'm just going to kill everyone. No, you are a God. The same way God is, you are. That someone is misbehaving should not cause your misbehavior. Comport yourself. Tell yourself, I will do what I say I will do. The moment you do that, you will become a God, and God will respect your words because you have become like him. You say to yourself, I will do what I say I will do. I will not allow anyone control my feelings. I will not allow anyone control my character. If people control your character, if people control your emotions, you are failing. You are failing. That's why a lot of people dream and they see themselves in their secondary school. God is saying you have not learned. God is telling you, you have not learned. If you dream and you see yourself in secondary school, you see yourself in primary school, God is trying to tell you that there are some basic foundational things that you have not learned, and you need to learn them. You need to learn them. Someone gets angry, and because the person is angry, you are angry. No. How could you allow someone to determine your emotions? How could you? How could you allow someone to determine how you react? Someone comes to you and tells you things about someone, and you are hating on someone else? Or you're just a baby? No. You choose the way you react, and you don't react anyhow. You go back in your closet and ask yourself, how should I react? What is the best option to this? What is the best action to this I've heard? You just heard something. Oh, your world is crumbling. Everything you planned, you laid out for that day is gone. If I tell you what happened to me today, but I'm here because I planned to be here. A lot of things came at me. I wouldn't allow the circumstance around me control my actions. I will give solution to problems, to challenges, but I wouldn't allow it control my day. I would tell myself, if I had told myself that today I'm going to rest, then I'm going to rest. If I've told myself today I'm going to be on this life with you, no matter what comes, I'm going to be on this life. Whatever thing can wait for the next day. And I'm going to put it into plan. When you do that, you become a God. Do not allow the circumstance around you control you. A lot of people, Their children control them. Their children are throwing tantrum. They are gone. Their husband control them. Their family control them. No. You are a God. Choose for yourself what you want. If you want to go in a particular, if you have planned your day, a social media distraction comes in and you follow. Oh no. Little wonder your prayers are not be answered because you cannot even follow your words. You cannot even keep to your words. And you're praying, Father, give me this. If he give it to you, how are you going to follow through? How? How are you going to manage the place that you're praying to have? How are you going to manage the people? How are you going to manage the situation? God expects you to follow through with your words. Except is the one that comes to change it. Your words are powerful. If you can keep your words to yourself, the easiest way to become powerful, I'm going to tell you, is keeping your own words. If you can keep your words, then you are powerful. You become powerful. You pray, your prayers are answered because God knows he can give you things because he knows you can handle it. He knows no matter what, he knows come rain, come sunshine, you will keep to your words. But if you cannot, how will God in heaven give you everything you've been asking for? So I told you at the beginning that the fight you're fighting are the little things that you think doesn't matter. Those 20 minutes distraction, those 10 minutes distraction. You have said to yourself, I'm going to read this book today. At the end of the day, you didn't. How will your prayers be answered, my friend? Think about it. If it were to be you, will you give someone, will you answer that person's prayer? No, just think about it. You know someone who doesn't keep to his words. And now the person is asking you, oh, please, can you just lend me 100 million? I'm going to pay you at the end of the month. Are you going to give such person that? Now, for your words to heal and not hurt, you need to learn kindness. A lot of people do not know how to be kind. They don't even understand kindness. They think kindness is about saying, oh, sorry, oh, well done, oh, sorry. No, that's not kindness. Kindness is in your words. Kindness is in your actions. Before you speak to someone, do you consider the words? If you don't consider words before you speak, you are not kind. How? You just insult someone, you just blow hot at any time, you are not kind. Even when you have something to say, there is a way to say it. Oh, I notice that you've been working hard since this week. Well done. However, I also notice that you've not been washing your plates. Please, can you add that to your list next time? You don't just blow hot on someone. You just say whatever you like. You don't care about them, their feeling. You hurt them. And you don't know the pain they're going through at that moment. You need to learn how to be kind in your communication. Fourthly, avoid gossip. Whenever you see people gossiping about people, run. Because what you're doing is not about the person. You're sowing seeds, my dear. Nothing goes for nothing. When you're gossiping about someone, it comes back to you. You are sowing seeds. It's a matter of your heart. Before you know, when you see that person, you will not behave the way you should. And that way you can lose opportunity. Because that person might be holding what you need. Avoid gossip. Gossip also is a time waster. When you gossip, you're wasting time. Time that you would have used to invest in your life, in your destiny. You're wasting it on gossip. Number 5, you need to speak with grace, even in disagreement. Even when you're having a disagreement with someone, speak with grace. Don't insult the person just because you are having a disagreement. Stay on the issue. Do not start insulting the person. Stay on the issue, the very issue you're talking about. You are arguing about a particular thing. Why are you moving to the person? Why are you insulting the person? Why are you cursing the person? Why are you swearing? You are having a disagreement. Stay on the disagreement. And disagreement is not about shouting. It's you saying your opinion and the person saying his own. And sometimes you do not agree on the same opinion. You are not wrong. That person is not wrong. You are all just saying from different perspective. So stay on the issue and not attack the person's personality. Don't say you are a fool, you're mad, you're stupid, just because they don't agree with you. You are not God. Even God, everyone doesn't even listen to him, which is not right. However, that's the world we are in. So stay on the issue and not attack people's personality just because they don't agree with you. Number 6, speak to understand before responding. Don't just hear and you're not understanding, you just start speaking. Wait, listen. We talked about listening skill the last time. You can go back to my video and listen to it. Listening skill. Speak to understand. Listen, understand the person's perspective. Don't come with your own. Don't come with your features about your own self. Just understand the person. You might not agree with the person, but understand the person. When it is time, the person asks for your opinion, you give your own opinion. You might not agree, but don't speak to respond, to react, to talk, to just say something. No, listen. This is how you speak to heal and not hurt. And I tell you the truth, the moment you speak to heal, you are going to be the one being healed. Whatever you do, you're not doing it for people, actually. Like I'm talking to you, I am learning a lot even more. You are doing it for yourself. So when you speak to heal, you get the healing. When you speak to hurt, you think you're hurting someone, you are the one that is going to be hurt because it's definitely going to come back to you. Why? Because your words are seeds. They will definitely produce at the end of the day. And guess what? When you plant seed, what happens? The fruits comes out in multiple proportions. They come out multiplied. So what are you sowing today? Have you been sowing good seeds? Have you been commenting on people's social media? Have you been insulting them? Have you been saying mean things? My friend, they're simply going to come back to you. So change. Whatever mean thing you are saying, they're going to come back to you. Does this mean that you shouldn't say something? Of course not. If you have something to say that you don't like, say it constructively. Constructively. How? Sandwich method rather. First, appreciate their effort. They must have done something good. Next, your complaint. Then appreciate them again. So this is how you communicate to people. This is how you speak to heal and not hurt. And I tell you, whatever you're doing, you're not doing it for anybody but yourself. So when you speak to hurt people, it's going to come back to you because people are not ordinary. They are gods. They're going to come back. They're going to come back to hurt you back, to give you what you have given to them. So whatever you've given to them is not going to stop there. They're going to come back to give it to you. And even if they don't, someone else will give it to you, because whatever you sow, that's what you reap. That's why they say when you are sowing, don't have that thought that, oh, this person is going to give me back. No, do not have that thought. Just keep giving, because they will definitely come back to you. Look at your life. Take time to look at your life. How is it like? Is it going well for you? Are people being mean to you? If they are, you need to look at yourself and call yourself. Tell yourself the truth. I think something is wrong. Being mean, it will only take a while. You're going to invite the right people to yourself. Keep being that person that speaks to heal and not to hurt. Keep being the person. You are sowing it. You might not be reaping it now. It takes time. It takes time. The same way, speaking in a very mean way takes time. You might think everyone is afraid of you now. They respect you just because you are mean. Oh, they are running helter-skelter. When they see you, they are going back and forth. They are scared when they see you. What you don't know is that you're planting seeds, and someday you're definitely going to reap it. It's not a guesswork. It is the principles of life I bring to you. So whatever you're doing, even to your children, your husband, how do you speak to them? Whatever you're doing to them now, your siblings, it could be anybody, your workers. However you're speaking to them now is going to come back to you. So if you don't want to put more effort in learning a new way to communicate, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your future. You have to purposely learn new way to communicate. If you already have a good communication skills, great. But if you don't know, all you need to do is to look at your family, your parents, your brothers, and then you will know how you communicate. Then intentionally start building yourself. Build yourself to communicate right. At the end of the day, you are the one that will reap the benefits. It's about you. It's not about anybody. It's not about, oh, if I speak to this person, right, the person is mean to me. It's not about them. It's about you. What do you want to see? What fruits do you want to reap? I'll end it here. Speak to heal and not to hurt. I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you Monday, 10 o'clock to 10:30. I'll be here. If you learned something today, I'd like you to write it in the comment section. Bye for now.